season replays, fantasy drafts, ultimate creative leagues, and what if tournament. It's Coffee Cup Games with the coach, DKM. Hey, this is Coach DK. Welcome to another episode as we continue our series in the year 1900 doing a replay. Originally, Brooklyn Superbas won the National League. In the American League, Chicago Invaders had the best record, even though the American League was not an official major league. But we decided to do the entire regular season replay. We are now in the playoffs. All 8 teams from both the National League and the American League make the playoffs. And now we are down to the championship series for both the American and the National League. In the American League, Buffalo Bulls, the number 7 seed, upset the number 2 seed Indianapolis Hoosiers. Then they upset the number 3 Kansas City Blues. And now they are leading 2-1 over the number 1 seed Chicago Invaders. Buffalo won the last 2 games, 5-0 and 6-1. They barely lost game 1, so Buffalo looking really sharp. Could they be in the World Series, or what we call the Diamond Cup? In the National League, Brooklyn has maintained its dominance. They swept the New York Giants, number 8 seed, then they won in 5 games over the number 4 seeded Pittsburgh Pirates, who I believe originally came in 2nd place, and now they are going against the St. Louis Cardinals. Brooklyn won both of the first 2 games at home in extra innings with a late comeback, but once they go into St. Louis, the number 3 seed, dominated and won 13-6 with some very, very big innings. So we're going to continue in the playoffs. Not sure how many games we're going to get in today. Hopefully more than one, but if it's a really good one, we're just going to go ahead and do that one. So let's check out our first game. But before we do, ask you guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Obviously, this is a labor of love, so I'd like to get some love back if at all possible. All right, so now let's check out our first matchup. All right, and the first matchup we're going to do today is between the Brooklyn Superbas, the number 1 seed in the National League, against the number 3 St. Louis Cardinals. The game will be held in St. Louis. This is game 4 as Brooklyn leads the series 2-1. On the mound, we will have 2 Hall of Famers, a replay of game 1. Joe McGinnity, the right-hander, will be starting for Brooklyn. He went 21-13 with 1 save and a 3.86 ERA. He started 43 games and had 99 strikeouts. Boy, wish he would have gotten one more. In the postseason, he's been doing really good. He's 3-0. He has a 2.42 ERA and 45 innings pitched. He has allowed 42 hits, 14 walks, and struck out 11. For St. Louis, they're going to go with the legend Cy Young. He was by far the best pitcher during the regular season, winning 31 games. He went 31-11. He had 3 saves. He had a 2.54 ERA. And he led the league with 126 strikeouts. The postseason, he has been good, but not as dominant as in 5 games started. He only has 1 win and 0 losses, so only 1 decision so far. He has a 4.18 ERA. He has gone 32 innings. He's allowed 45 hits, more than probably he'd expect, and he does have 10 strikeouts. And now the starting lineups for both teams. For Brooklyn, they got 4 Hall of Famers in the lineup. Joe Kelly, the third baseman, he's going to be leading off. He's hitting .370 with a .467 on-base percentage. Jimmy Sheckard, he's playing left field. He's got 6 stolen bases. He's hitting .295. Wee Willie Keeler, the right fielder, Hall of Famer, batting in the 3 spot, is leading the team with a .418 average as well as 14 RBIs. Fielder Jones hitting .279 in center will be batting 4th. Duke Farrell, the catcher, struggling a little bit. He's hitting .235. He's batting 5th. Dolan, the shortstop, batting 6th, hitting sub 200 at 196. Daly batting 7th, playing 2nd, hitting .250. And Huey Jennings, the Hall of Fame first baseman, is hitting .380 with 5 stolen bases and 12 RBIs. He's having a great postseason. And as mentioned, Joe McGinnity, the pitcher, will be batting 9th. For St. Louis, they likewise have 4 Hall of Famers in the lineup. They're going to be led off with their third base Hall of Famer, John McGraw. He's hitting .302 with a .486 on base percentage. He's got 6 stolen bases. Keister, the second baseman, will be batting 2nd. He's got 4 triples and 10 RBIs. Jesse Burkett, he'll be playing left field. He leads the team with a .400 average. He also adds 16 RBIs. Batting 4th will be Mike Donlin, the first baseman. He's in 351, and he not only leads the team, but he leads the major leagues in the postseason with his 6 home runs and 22 RBIs. Hedrick, the center fielder, has got 5 doubles, hitting 344. He'll be batting 5th. McGann playing right field, will be batting 6th. He's struggling at 239. Bobby Wallace, the Hall of Fame shortstop, has 1 home run, but he's struggling probably more than anyone else on both teams, hitting 190. Krieger, the catcher, hitting 291 with a home run and 10 RBIs, will be batting 8th. And the pitcher will be Cy Young. In case you haven't been paying attention, you will notice that Brooklyn has 0 home runs so far in their starting lineup, and St. Louis has close to 10. So, interesting matchup here. Interesting level of power. So now let's jump into the action. Brooklyn got 2 hits in both the first and the second innings, but were unable to score any runs. We now pick up the action entering the bottom of the second with St. Louis at bat. Bottom of the second, Mike Donlin up. He's got 6 home runs, 22 RBIs. He's going to hit a ground ball to Jennings at first, who is a very good fielder, but he's going to boot the ball, and Donlin gets on base with a single, with an error. Hedrick is up. He's going to rip a single to center field. We're going to try to send Donlin all the way to third. So we got runners on first and third, and we are going to try to steal here. He has a 1 to 14 chance. Not going to take the risk because Donlin is on third, Hedrick is on second, and we have runners on second and third with no outs. McGann is up. He needs a 1 to 4. He's going to line out the daily at second. That's going to be 1 down. Bobby Wallace struggling, hitting 190. The Hall of Famer is going to draw a walk here, so bases are loaded for Krieger, the catcher, who's hitting 291. He's going to ground ball to second base. They're going to get the fielder's choice at second, so a run does score as we get a quick lead. Young is up. He needs a 1 to 6. He is going to get a 5, so Cy Young helps his own cause by ripping a single and adding another run. McGraw is our leadoff man, is going to hit a fly ball to center field. That's going to end the inning with 2 runners stranded, but we do add 2 runs, so now we lead 2 to nothing. Trailing 2 to 0, Brooklyn again gets 2 hits in the top of third, but again comes up empty. Now let's enter the bottom of the third with St. Louis back at bat. Keister is now up for us. Second baseman hitting 308. Got a single his last at bat. He needs a 1 and it's going to be a 5. So that's not going to be long enough. Keister is out. 1 down. Jesse Burkett is up. He is 0 for 1 with a pop out. He's hitting 393. He's going to get a single. So he's on base, and we're going to go ahead and try to see if we can advance. Burkett's got some good speed. He is able to take second pretty easily. So he's on second. Mike Donlin, our power hitter, is up. As mentioned, 6 home runs, 22 RBIs. He's going to hit a single to improve his 345 average. That's going to be another RBI for him. Number 23 as Mike Donlin ends up on first base. Trying to see if Donlin can steal second. He does, so he's back in the scoring position. Hedrick, who singled his last at bat, needs a 1 to 6. He does not get it. It's going to be a pop out to Daly. McGann is up. He's 0 for 1 with a line out. He's hitting only 234. And the right fielder is going to fly out to his counterpart, right fielder Keeler. So after 3, St. Louis leads 3 to nothing. Brooklyn has 0 runs on 6 hits and has committed 1 error. St. Louis has 3 runs on 5 hits. They have not committed an error yet. Leading 3 to nothing, St. Louis added a run in the bottom of the 5th when Hall of Famer John McGraw got hit by a pitch, stole second, then stole third, and Bill Keister singled him in. Now we enter the top of the 6th with St. Louis winning 4 to 0. As we now enter the top of the 6th with Wee Willie Keeler, the right fielder, who's hitting 439 and is 2 for 2. He had struggled the last 2 games getting hits, but he's definitely making up for it now. He hits a ground ball to Keister. Whoopsies! And it looks like that is going to be an error on Keister, who is a terrible defensive player. We have him in, obviously, for his speed and his bat. Keeler on first base. Fielder Jones is up. He's going to hit a ground ball to Wallace at second. Go! That is going to be an error. Bruh. As he's not able to pull it in, and Keeler's now on second. Fielder Jones on first. is that his back-to-back errors. Duke Farrell up. He's 1 for 2. He's going to hit a ground ball to Wallace. And now Duke Farrell gets injured. So the second injury of the game for Brooklyn. They will bring in Deacon McGuire. And so on the fielder's choice, McGuire on first. Keeler is on third. Bill Dolan is up, the shortstop. He's going to draw a walk. So the bases are loaded with 1 out. Daly's up. He's hitting 286. He is 2 for 2 today. He's going to rip a single to center field. They're only going to send, they're not going to try to send any more runners as McGuire is slow. And Hedrick has a -4 arm. Thank you for that. Our only outfielder with an incredible arm. So Brooklyn gets a run. Bases are still loaded. Doc Casey, who came in for the injured Huey Jennings, is going to be strikeout. Yeah, boy, did Cy Young need that one. Now he's going against the pitcher. They are going to bring in a pitch hitter. In the 6th inning, Lave Cross is going to come in for Joe McKinney with the bases loaded and a golden opportunity. A pinch hit here would be crucial for them. But he's going to pop out to short as Cy Young skates like Houdini out of that one with only allowing 1 run. With a 4-1 lead, St. Louis is now up in the bottom of the 8th. Here is Mike Dolan. He's going to line out 1 down. Hedrick's up. He's going to draw a walk. Hedrick's got pretty decent speed. We're going to try, and he gets there easily. No throw on that one, as he is now on second base. He's going to run, and he barely gets there. He had a 65% chance. He got exactly the 13. And so now we have McGann at the bat. He is 0 for 3. And so he needs a hit here with 1 out and a runner on third base. But Gus Wayring is going to strike him out. Wayring with a great timely strikeout. Bobby Wallace is now up. He's hitting 200. He has a triple in the game. He's going to get a single, his second hit of the game, as that's going to add some insurance run. And he is on first base. They bring out Gus Wayring, and they bring in Harry Howell. Harry Howell is probably their closer, if you want to call it that. Bobby Wallace not able to get a good lead. Lou Krieger is up. He's going to line out the second. That's going to be the 3rd out as we now enter the top of the 9th. If there's one thing you should learn about this series between Brooklyn and St. Louis, is that it's never over until the fat lady sings. We enter the top of the 9th. Brooklyn is trailing 5-1, but Brooklyn is known for their late inning comebacks. Let's see what happens. So we just decided to bring in a couple of defensive subs. We brought in Dillard in the right field for McGann. He's got a much better range, much better glove, and much better throwing. And then we brought in Sudhoff, though he has the same range as John McGraw at third base. He does have a much better glove. His error number is much lower. Unfortunately, we don't have any backup second basemen that are any better than Keister. So Young back on the mound. Daly 3 for 3 with a triple is up as he is facing the bottom third of their lineup. Daly is going to hit a ground ball to Wallace at short. That's going to be 1 down. Damn! Doc Casey is in. He came in for the injured Huey Jennings, and he gets hit by a pitch. That's pretty much what's going to happen on his card if you get a 1 to a 3. So he's on base. Harry Howell is up. I'm sure they're going to bring in a pitcher. They do not. And it works out for him as he rips a single. Casey then goes to third. Harry Howell on first. So 1 out. They are now the top of the order with Hall of Famer Joe Kelly, who's up. He's hitting 377. He's got 2 singles, but his last 2 at-bats he has gotten out. He needs a 1 to 6 for a triple. He gets a 15. So it is a single for him. Run scores, runners on first and second. Jimmy Sheckard is up. He is 0 for 4, so definitely want to face him. He gets a single. He needed a 1 to 5. He gets a 20. So the bases are loaded for Wee Willie Keeler. We need to think about what we're going to do here. Do you pull Cy Young or do you leave him in? All right, so we decided to let Cy Young pitch against Keeler. He is great against lefties and right-handers. But Fielder Jones struggles against lefties, so we thought if Keeler gets a hit here, we might need to bring in Cowboy Jones, our only southpaw in the lineup. Wee Willie Keeler is going to rip a single to left field. That is going to score 2 runs as Brooklyn gets 3 runs. They have runners on first and second.
You're gonna lose. You stink. You're gonna lose.
We did pull the very tired Cy Young. May have taken a little bit too far past his comfort level, as obviously they've been ripping him in the 9th inning. So we brought in left-hander Cowboy Jones to deliberately and intentionally face Fielder Jones. Fielder Jones does not do as well against lefties. He is 0 for 4 today. And it is going to be a ground out to third. And that is going to be a 5-4-3 double play. I am a genius. Obviously, not just a hat rack. We end up winning this one, pulling this one out after a late comeback, but just short enough for Brooklyn as they quite can't get over the hump, leaving 2 runners on base. Great game. I loved it. And that means now the series is knotted at 2 games apiece. All right, so here we go with Game 4 from the American League Championship. As we have mentioned earlier, Buffalo leads the series 2 games to 1, the number 7 seed, looking for another upset. On the mounds today, we have for Chicago Invaders, Jack Cotole, the right-hander. He was their best pitcher during the regular season, one of the best pitchers in the majors. He went 19-10 with 7 saves during the regular season. He had a 1.26 ERA. In the postseason, he is 4-0 with 0 saves, and he has a 2.03 ERA. He has pitched 31 innings and allowed only 18 hits while striking out 9. For Buffalo, they are going to be sending their southpaw Dan Kerwin. He went 13-13 with a 2.76 ERA. In the postseason, hasn't had a lot of decisions. He is only 1-1 with a very respectful 2.56 ERA. And the starting lineups for the Chicago Invaders, they got center fielder Dummy Hoyd leading off. He's got 7 stolen bases. They got Sugden batting second, the catcher hitting .305. Patton, the second baseman, hitting .333 with 10 stolen bases, will be batting third. In the cleanup spot will be Hartman, the third baseman. He's hitting .326. Isbell, the first baseman, hitting .261, will be batting fifth. Sheeran, the left fielder, hitting .239, batting sixth. Shugart, the shortstop, with 3 home runs and a .268 average, is batting 7th. McFarland, the right fielder, hitting a dismal .143 with batting 8th, and the pitcher Jack Cotole will be batting 9th. For the Buffalo Bulls, they will have Getman having a great postseason, hitting .350 with 3 triples, a home run, and 10 RBIs. He's going to be leading off. Atherton has 2 home runs, 11 RBIs, hitting .333. He's playing second and batting second. Schreckengoss, the catcher, with 14 RBIs and a .333 average, will be batting third. Halligan, hitting fourth, has a .246 average with 11 RBIs. Jack Knoll, the left fielder, hitting .238, batting fifth. Hallman, the shortstop, hitting .377 with 13 RBIs, is batting sixth. Carey, the first baseman, he's got 14 RBIs with a home run. He's hitting .327. He's going to be batting 7th. Doc Andrews, the third baseman, hitting only .250, one of the lowest on the team, is batting 8th. And then the pitcher, Dan Kerwin, will be batting 9th. All right, so we are at Olympic Park 2 in Buffalo for game number 4. Here's Kerwin going against Dummy Hoy. Dummy Hoy's going to hit a ground ball to the shortstop, to Hallman. Hallman's going to have to make a play. And Dummy Hoy is out by a step. Here's Sugden. Sugden's going to need a 1-2. He doesn't get it, so it's going to be a fly ball to Halligan as he's able to reel that one in. 2 down. Here's Patton hitting .333. He needs a 1-13. He just gets it. He gets the 13 for a single. He is actually going to try to stretch it to a double and is able to. So he ends up with the double. in scoring position. Hartman's up. He's hitting 281. He's got 7 RBIs. He needs a 1 to 15. He does get it. And that's going to send Patton to third. So runners on the corners. Isbell's up. He's hitting 261. They are going to try to steal. We're going to give it to him. Unfortunately, a 50% chance, but don't want to take the chance of the guy coming home. So Isbell is up. He is going to rip a single to center. That's going to score 2 runs. As Isbell with a 2-out single. Sheeran is now up. He's going to line out the first, but Chicago jumps up 2-0 in the first inning. We're going to skip forward to the top of the fourth, where Chicago has held on to their 2-0 lead. Top of the fourth, Isbell's up. He had a 2-out, 2 RBI single in the first inning. He's going to get another single as he's going to lead off the fourth inning, getting a hit. He's going to try to steal. He does, and another bad throw by Schreckengoss as Isbell takes third base. He is on third with no outs. Sheeran is up. Sheeran's going to hit a fly ball to left field. Is it going to be deep enough for Isbell to tag up? It is not. Isbell does not have a lot of speed, so they're not going to risk it. Shugart now up. The shortstop hitting 263. He needs a 1 to 4. He's going to get a 14. It will be a single, so that's going to score a run. As now Chicago leads 3-0 with 1 away in the fourth. Here's McFarland. McFarland, they're going to try a hit and run. They're not able to get Shugart at second as he gets there already having started his running. But they do get the easy out at first. 2 down, and now Jack Cotole, the pitcher, is up. Jack Cotole is going to line out the short to end the inning, but Chicago adds a run and now lead 3-0. Bottom of the fourth, Hallman is up. We only have 3 hits so far. It's going to be a play for Sugden behind the plate, and that's going to be 1 down. Here's Carey. He's hitting 327. He's going to get a walk, his second walk of the game. Bringing up Doc Andrews, who lined out earlier in the game. He's going to get a walk. That is Jack Cotole's, I believe, 3rd walk of the game. Dan Kerwin, the pitcher, is up. He lined out earlier in the game in the second. He's going to line out again, and that's going to be 2 away. But now we have Getman. He is top of the order. He has got a ground out and got on base on an error. He's going to hit a ground ball to Patton at second.
Whoopsies!
Chicago has pretty decent defense, but Patton makes an error as he can't pull it in. And now the bases are loaded for Atherton. Atherton has 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. He's hitting 339, a guy we definitely would like to see up at bat. But unfortunately, he is going to fly out to center field with the bases loaded. We now go to the top of the 6th, where Chicago hopes to add to their 3-0 lead. Top of the 6th, Hartman's up. He's 1 for 2. He has a single. He's going to hit a fly ball to Getman in the gap. Getman's going to have to get on his horse to get there. He cannot, and that's going to be a double for Hartman to lead off the 6th inning. Isbell's up. He's 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. He is going to pop out the short. That's going to be 1 away. Here's Sheeran, the left fielder, hitting 227. He is 0 for 2 today. He's going to hit a ground ball to first base to Carey. He's going to easily tag the bag, but Hartman's able to take third. So a runner on third base. Shugart is up. He is 1 for 2. He needs a 1 to 5. He gets a 15, so that's going to be a single as Shugart knocks in a run, and now Chicago leads 4-0. McFarland is up. He needs a 1 to 5. He's going to get a 16, so he's going to have a lazy fly ball to Atherton for the 3rd out, but Chicago adds a run, now lead 4-0. Entering the bottom of the 7th, Buffalo trails 4-0 and is hoping to make a comeback. Bottom of the 7th, Getman is up, top of the order. We are trailing 4-0. Getman is 0 for 3. He's going to try to start a rally. He's got a single, so he is on base. Atherton's up. He's 1 for 3. And it's going to be a wild pitch, so Getman now on second. Atherton hits a ground ball to the shortstop. Sugar's going to have to make a play.
Whoopsies!
He does not. It's going to be a single and a throwing error as the throw goes wild. So Getman scores, and Atherton now is on second base, still with 0 outs. Schreckengoss 0 for 3 hitting .319 in the postseason. He's going to be strikeout. Halligan is up. He's 1 for 3 hitting .250. Opportunity here. He's going to fly ball to right field, see if it's deep enough for Atherton to try to tag and advance to third. He does. So Atherton's on third base. Jack Knoll is up, who's hitting only .222 in the postseason. Oh, and it's a wild pitch. So Atherton able to score 2 outs, and he's going to hit a ground ball back to pitcher, but Buffalo cuts the lead in half with 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th, and now the score is 4-2. Still trailing 4-2, Buffalo has one last chance to extend this game. So we enter now bottom of the 9th. We are going to let Kerwin hit, who also plays the field. He's got a pretty good bat in his hand, so we're going to let him swing away, even though he is 0 for 3 today, hitting only .238. He's going to hit a ground ball back to Fisher, Chauncey Fisher, who came in to try to finish this game and get the save.
Whoopsies!
Fisher's going to have to make a play. He does not. Bad throw. And Kerwin gets on first on the air. So we decided to bring in Eddie Burke to pinch run. Eddie Burke's got great speed, so we're going to go ahead and see if we can steal with him. Here's the attempt. He's not able to get a good lead. So we're not going to go ahead and send him. We're going to see what happens. Getman, top of the order, hitting .344. He's 1 for 4 today with a run scored. He's going to line out the third base. That's going to be 1 down. Atherton's up 2 for 4 with a run scored. He needs a 1 to 12. He's going to hit a home run. Wow. That just tied the game up with a 2-run home run by Atherton. Schreckengoss up 1 down. The inning is not over. They decide to pull Chauncey Fisher and bring in Tom Thomas, as Chauncey Fisher gave up 2 hits, including the 2-run home run. Schreckengoss 0 for 4. He's going to fly out the center field to Dummy Hoy. That's going to be 2 down. And now Halligan's up. He's 1 for 4. He needs a 1 to 5. He doesn't get it. He gets a 20. But that's going to go ahead and send us into extra innings. After Chicago came up empty in the top of the 9th, it's now Buffalo's turn to try to see if they can win it in extra innings. Bottom of the 10th, Jack Knoll is up. Jack Knoll's going to lead off with a single, his first hit of the game. We're going to go ahead and try to see if we can run. Not able to get a good lead. Hallman is up. We are going to go ahead and we're going to bunt, trying to put Jack Knoll into scoring position. He lays it down, and it works successfully. So the sacrifice bunt, we have a runner on second, 1 out, and here's Carey. Carey's 1 for 2 with 2 walks, and one of his hit is a double, and he's going to get another double down the line, and that's going to score Jack Knoll as Buffalo wins this one 5-4 in the bottom of the 10th. They have scored 5 runs in the last 4 innings after trailing 4-0, and now they lead the series 3-1. That's going to conclude our episode for today. Real quick review. American League, National League playoffs. We see that the number 7 Buffalo Bulls are leading the series 3-1. So the number 7 seed has a chance to advance to the World Series, or what we call the Diamond Cup. Very, very unexpected. Who would have thunk it? In the National League, the series is all tied 2 games apiece as the home teams continue to win. So St. Louis, having 1 more game at home, is hoping to have a 3-2 lead before the series goes back to Brooklyn. So until next time, this is Coach DK. Have a good one. Bye.